Welcome to Fly Horse Radio, the worst fucking radio station in the world.
Out of all of them.
I'm here with my co-host D. Ellis.
How are you?
I'm here with my man Joaquin. What's good?
What's going on, my man?
Say what's up.
Don't ask him for shit.
Yeah.
The T-shirt. If you were looking at YouTube, you'll see the T-shirt. We're at the luxurious Eastern, where all the hip hop heads come, punk rock cats come, and the burnouts, the gays, and the lesbians.
The moms.
Oh, shout out the moms.
Shout out the moms.
Is
You
that
see
where
soccer
they are?
moms here too.
Shout out to the mom.
Come
That's
to-
out cheating. They're all out here cheating, so it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh God.
So Joaquin started, Joaquin or Joaquin?
Joaquin, Joaquin,
Like Joaquin Phoenix.
just like that.
The
Yeah.
Phoenix has Rosen. So
From
my
the
dude actually started this, what would you call it, like a collective of DJs?
No, it's just it really just started as a party. It's just me and I just bring out different people every week. It's really a party, and like it's really kind of accidentally a movement, because like when I first called it the NUWAV, it was out of a hurry. I got the residency and I had a week to come up with a name, and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, let's call it the NUWAV. And I was like, I'm gonna change the name later. That shit is corny, because everybody's saying wave.
Nah.
And then like people started catching on, and I'm playing music that nobody's really playing on a residency, and it felt like a new wave.
Yeah.
And people were like, yo, that's crazy how you called it the new wave, and it's really a new wave.
Oh, it's definitely a new wave. I feel like RIP to a lot of DJs that are in Austin. I know that you don't want to talk that shit, so I'm going to talk that shit for you. RIP a lot of DJs in Austin, because my dude is like, he's breaking new records that a lot of niggas is not playing. A lot of the DJs are playing the same records every Friday, every Saturday, and he's coming with a whole, like you said, a whole new wave. And
Yeah.
I really appreciate that about you.
Yeah,
One thing,
thank you.
I would say like what you're doing is kind of like being the new tastemaker, right?
Yeah.
So was that your goal when you started it out? And who would you say are some tastemakers, so to speak, that you model yourself after?
I'll answer the second question first.
Okay.
Tastemakers that like really influenced me, as corny as it is, this man Kanye West.
That's not
people
corny.
like
Old
Todd.
Kanye or new Kanye?
Huh?
Old Kanye or new Kanye?
All Kanye.
Sad boy Kanye?
All Kanye.
To be Bobby then.
But most
You have to be
importantly,
Bobby now.
most importantly, Good Fridays. Good Fridays changed my
facts,
life.
facts.
That's a wonderful time.
Tyler, the Creator, and then I can think like Rick Rubin, and I'm thinking
Shout out Rick Rubin.
people who like
So you're into like disruptive shit.
I'm into not doing one thing.
I got you. So have you always been like a rap head? Did you start off on like punk?
So very long story short, I'm Venezuelan. I moved to the U.S. when I was 15 years old.
Shout out my Spanish people, Puerto
yeah.
Rico over here.
I lived
Shout
in
out
Puerto
my
Rico.
Latins.
I lived in
Shout
Puerto
out my
Rico.
Dominicans with no green cards. That's fucking
Yeah.
niggas for.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
who you are, baby. I
With all
love
the
you.
mongoose, you know what I'm saying?
They can make a good roast con pollo.
Yeah, arroz con pollo, dámelo todo, papi.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, I lived in Venezuela till I was 15. I was kind of really into like Venezuelan hip hop. The culture over there is like the biggest rapper is broke and still listen to Fabella type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like,
What's the content like? I'm
And,
sorry
like,
to interrupt you.
yeah. And if you go to a show, you go to the plaza
Yeah.
outside of the show, and the same rappers and everybody's in a circle, and somebody's beatboxing and they freestyling, battling and shit. That's what I was never a part of it, because like my upcoming is weird. Like half of my family was really poor, the other half was like middle class, and like I was stuck in this middle that made me an outcast, because I like on the weekends I was in the scariest place in the world,
Yeah.
and then I went to a good school, so I had some friends that were a million times richer, like, and had a lot of money.
How
so,
old
like,
do you think you were when you're able to conceptualize that?
Yeah. So
Like, how old were you? Were you like 8 when you're like, oh shit?
no, it's like
Weekends are
I
different.
didn't get it till I came here, and I was older. I didn't
Really?
understand it. Yeah.
I got you.
It was normal to me.
Yeah.
But then, so like, I never really was engaged in the rap scene over there, you know. But I was really intrigued by it, like rhyming and battle rap. I love like all grind time and like URL and T and like all this shit, you know what I'm saying? And Smack, everything. Like I fuck with all that.
Shout out Smack.
And like, so I came to the U.S. and I only listened to Venezuelan hip hop, but it's straight up rap. And like, I moved to Houston when I was about 17. It was like halfway through my junior year, and like the first project I listened to here was "So Far Gone" by Drake. It was the first rap project that I consumed, that I sat down and like, of course I had heard other shit, but the first project I sat down and consumed was "So Far Gone" by Drake.
That's a really good start.
That's just to put a timeline on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I went back, I did all my research. I had about 2 years in my life where I only listened to Big L, I only listened to hieroglyphics, you know, like, so I've evolved from a lot of different things, and and it all comes back to like, I learned all these different types of music. Later on I got more into like more electronic kind of, but not really EDM, still touching the soul and like heavy sample shit. And that's where like the new wave is, like I never meant for the new wave to become what it is. It was just a residency. Like I got the residency, I was just gonna DJ. I did the first night and it was just me DJing in a black room with no projector, no TV, nothing. It was dope, but I was like, man, I have this TV, I have this projector at my place, let me do something cool. And then I brought out Tita. The first time I was like, all right, I'm gonna do something cool. I was like, well, I wanna bring artists to do 2 songs, 3 songs, just like performers. Because I still wanted to keep it a party, but like, special guests, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
I brought out Tita, and then I was like, okay. I brought out another homie the next week, and then another homie the next week, and then I was like, I might as well do this every weekend. And I committed publicly. I was like, so the new wave, every week I'm gonna bring somebody new. And I was intimidated. I was like, man, how am I gonna come up with somebody every fucking Saturday? I'm here, and now I'm booked months ahead. Like,
which is a beautiful thing that you stay on your grind and you stay ahead of your dates like that too. Because a lot of people fall off with that type of shit. You feel me?
Yeah. And I mean, it's nice. Like right now, it's not really packed, and it's like
but it's gonna get crazy though pretty soon.
Yeah, it's like it. Some nights it'll be like dead till 12, and then at 12 it's like crazy, or it'll be crazy packed at 10, and it's like.
Am I correct in assuming that like your relationship with the music that you started off with, it helped you to not feel like an outsider?
Yeah.
So you're trying to offer something where you're able to show all of the things that you love to other people.
For sure.
That's a cool thing. That's a really cool idea. But so who are the influencers other than Kanye and Tyler?
I want to say Boiler Room.
Boiler Room parties.
It's really dope to me.
What you doing is that thing.
Selection is like a really big like thing that I like inspired me.
It's crazy that you say the Boiler Room because what you saying that this is kind of like the Boiler Room of Austin, kind of.
It lives in the
and
same
the
world
inside,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It lives in the same world.
I feel that.
Yeah.
It's very, very dope.
What was the move like? What was the move like from Venezuela to the States?
Crazy.
Really?
Way crazier than you can imagine. But not in I didn't come through and like cross the border or
nah,
do
bro.
something
I mean,
crazy.
like,
but
what was your adjustment period?
But my way in, I flew here, but so I'm a political refugee. My dad was a politician, and like my dad is 77 years old.
Yeah.
He's been in politics since he was 20, activist like in Venezuela. Like, so it's 98, I think. Hugo Chavez got elected in Venezuela, and like my dad has always been on the opposition of that side. It's just really, it's like extremely corrupt, way worse than you think it is.
Yeah.
So like my dad's a lawyer. He was a lawyer in Venezuela. He can't be a lawyer here. But he was a lawyer. He was very respected out there, and like people knew him. We were never rich. It's not like here where lawyers are like filthy.
Yeah.
My dad was like, he had opportunities, but he was like very like fair, and like he never took cases of people who he's not the type of lawyer to loop to find a loop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was very respected because of that. So people knew who he was, and like shit got a little wild, and we had to move out here, and like I'm still in process of getting political asylum. So with this current political climate, it's in the back of my head. I'm not a resident or a citizen. Like
You'll be soon, though.
So I'm still
God's
coming
plan.
to the U.S. You know,
Yeah.
I've been here for 10 years. I'm 25 now. I left when I was 14. 11 years.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Free Joaquin, man.
yeah, I'm still
Let's
coming to the U.S.
Let's get the movement going. Let's get the t-shirts going, man.
It's a broken system.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a broken system. But I would say, what are some things that you learned from your father's drive and determination that it took to make that move? Like, do you find all of those things are kind of present in the way that you put together your events and the way that you put together
music,
anything
mixes,
that you plan?
everything.
I mean, it's really just a drive. My mom went to school. She went to university for 2 different degrees as she was raising me, and she still, like, you know, she still made it happen. And like my dad, like, we went from, like, you know, being well off in Venezuela, like not rich, but we were comfortable.
Yeah.
He knew people to, like, basically losing everything coming out here, and like he can't even be like do his profession out here, and like but still like trying to make the best for me. So like I try to put that energy into it, and like it's just inspiring. And my brother's also a really big influence.
How many brothers do you have?
I have a brother and 2 sisters.
Shout out to brothers and sisters,
Yeah,
right?
but my brother, like, he's a 3D animator. We're like completely different people, but like he doesn't know how inspiring he really is.
Yeah.
Because like he's doing what he loves, and like he's doing good at it. And ever since he was like, he's an artist too, and like I saw him drop out of school, take different careers and different jobs, move to LA, shit didn't work out, and now he's successful because he never stopped. And like it's that type of shit that like
That's like your role model.
Yeah.
That's your big brother?
Huh?
That's your big brother?
Yeah, he's 10 years older than me.
Wait.
So what made you actually get a set of turntables?
I was waiting for that. So I moved to Austin about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I was doing photography at the time. I've always wanted to be a producer and be in the music industry. My dream is to have an independent record label later on, after I become successful through music.
Yeah.
But I was doing photography. Like, I was doing photography for like 2 years, and like that sparked my creative juices. I was living in the suburbs in Houston, very dry, it's very gray. So I was stuck for like 3 years, working minimum wage, getting, like, wasting time.
Yeah.
And then I moved out here, and I was doing photography. I met my homie Chris Omenihu, that's my brother, and he had this thing called Human Influence, and we helped build that. I helped him build that from the ground up. I parted ways about 8 months ago, a year ago, when before I started this and like started focusing on my own, but that's like family. But basically I moved out here and I was doing photography, and then probably like 7 months into it, my camera broke completely, and I was devastated.
Yeah.
And I saved up like $800, $900 to buy a camera, and my homie Peyton Long, he's out in LA now, he was coming to visit, and I wanted to throw a party. And I was like, man, but who am I gonna get to DJ? And I was like, man, these DJs are all trash. So I was like, what am I gonna do? And I hit up my good homie Travis. He like knows how to DJ, and I was like, yo, I'm throwing this party, you wanna DJ? But I'm gonna stand next to you and you're gonna play every song that I tell you to play. He's like, nah, but I'll teach you how to DJ. So like, he taught me how to DJ in like 6 hours, and I was like, fuck it. I'm not buying a camera, I'm gonna buy a controller.
Yeah.
So I bought a controller instead.
That's beautiful.
And then like,
Shout out to real friends.
yeah. And then about a year and a half ago, I got really into producing, and like, I've tried it before, but I never really made shit that I wanted to listen to.
Yeah.
This is like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And then I threw a party at my house, and like my laptop got wet. I lost everything I had, Ableton, my MacBook, everything. So I was like, fuck it. I never produced till like a year and a half ago. And I went in with a different strategy in terms of what I was learning how to produce. I specifically went in trying to make music that I would listen to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is something I didn't do before. Before I was like, how do I chop samples like Jay Dilla? How do I chop samples like Kanye? But I wasn't making beats that sounded like anything I would like.
You got your own feel.
If I found it on the internet, I'm not gonna press like on it, and that's the end of it.
So who's your favorite producer out of all producers? Who would be your number one producer?
I keep saying his name, but Kanye. But right now, K Tronada.
I do love
K
K
Tronada's
Tronada
like-
got the game in the headlock right now with the sampling. And
Yeah, K
the
Tronada is
mixing
like
and all
big
that.
inspiration. Big inspiration.
Yeah.
Do you like Adrian Young?
Yeah, I fuck with Adrian Young. I love that shit. The shit he does with Ghostface and everything. Like, yeah.
Okay. I heard you mention a projector earlier.
Yeah.
How do you pick your visuals?
That man right there, PDP.
Yeah.
He actually helps me pick the visuals every week.
Yeah.
We make a fake TV channel on the projector. Hey, PD, I'm talking about you.
You also produce for PDP too.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Petey.
we have an EP coming together
Okay,
very
what?
soon.
Word.
Yeah, like that's.
What's does it have a title, or are you able
It's
to announce
untitled
it?
for now,
Untitled?
yeah, but it's coming within the next month or two. It's
it
already
gonna be
done.
dropped out?
It's getting mixed and mastered.
Where you gonna drop it at? You know?
Huh?
Where you gonna drop it at? You know?
I'm gonna drop it on my own shit, NUWAV Sound.
Okay, so like
Probably
SoundCloud.
gonna, huh?
SoundCloud? Or
I mean, I'm gonna drop it on every streaming service.
okay, well.
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna start an umbrella of music through NUWAV Sound.
Also, before I get too drunk, where can people follow you at?
You can follow me on Instagram. That's probably where I'm the most active at. That's JOAQU.N. That's Joaquin, but instead of an I, it's a dot.
Okay.
Because that's what was available. But that's my artist name now, I guess. You can find me on the Twitter. Same shit. You
Same
can find
shit.
me on everything, you know.
I have two questions.
Yeah.
What is the first song you can remember memorizing?
Oh, easy. Song Cry by Jay-Z. PSA by Jay-Z.
Shout out, Jake. Brooklyn. Throw the rock up. Brooklyn's always in the
22
building.
Twos by Jay-Z. So funny story.
Jay-Z. I love this kid.
Funny story. I learned Jay-Z's
I love you.
Thank you. I
Is
love
that
you
your
too.
favorite? Is Jay-Z your
Jay-Z
favorite?
is the reason I'm fluent in English in 10 years.
That was my second question. My second question is, did you use music to help your English?
100%.
I know a few people that I know a few people that moved here, and they all say that they use music to help them learn the language.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
So,
Jay-Z's
Jay-Z's
one of the
your
first
favorite?
rappers I got into.
Yeah.
And
That makes me want to cry.
So I like
Jay-Z, you out here saving lives and teaching people
Jay-Z
English.
changed my life. So I was really into rap, and I moved out here, and like Jay is one of the first people who intrigued me. He really intrigued me when I heard Song Cry. Song Cry is like one of my favorite songs of all time. And like I remember like watching that video, and like I shed a tear. I cried.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I cried. I went.
So
to
you
school-
saw it coming down your eyes.
Yeah. I like.
Why he made the song
Yeah.
cry?
Good food. I know you love me like cooked food. Okay.
Facts.
So I heard that shit and I was like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I went to school in Venezuela and like I studied English a little bit, so I knew how to read it and write it and understand it, and I knew how to speak it, but I wasn't fluent at all. But like I started just like unintentionally rapping along to Jay-Z lyrics and reading them and rapping along to this shit. And like next thing you know, I'm like out here just like, my name is Ho, H to the O-V. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ. I guess even back then you can call me
CEO of the ROC,
You
ho!
know what I'm saying? Like, and next thing you know, I'm having conversations. I'm like, like music
So,
is like
how did
the
it
reason,
feel?
you know?
Because it seems like you was influenced by a lot of East Coast rap, which I love because I'm an East Coast nigga.
Yeah, bro.
But how did it feel when you actually went to the East Coast?
Dog, the first time I went to New York, I was like 12 years old, and like I don't really count it. So the really, really first time I went to New York was probably like 2 years ago. That shit changed my life. I'm moving there next year.
Shout out New York.
Like it's just like everything that I felt through music, I felt it in person.
Yeah.
I remember like the first 2 days, I'll say, I'm funny. The first 2 days I was in New York, I was walking around like Lower East Side in Brooklyn and shit by myself. My headphones on, I only listened to Purple Haze.
Oh, shout out Cam, shout out Dipset.
Like, that's how it felt. You know what I'm saying? And like, then I went again, and I was like, oh my God. I'm planning on going out there and like.
Shout out to everybody that keeps walking right here, trying to catch eye contact with him while he's doing the interview. Yo, people are so nutty.
What's good, Cody?
But anyways, yeah, like I said, we're at the Easter, so it might be a little loud on the mics. Shout out to Soundman for holding it down. Shout out to Ben, the cameraman. That's I don't know what he on, PCP.
Shout out the cameraman.
Or weed, I don't
Shout
know
out
what he
Ben.
on, but he's on something tonight. And,
Top 3 Jay-Z albums.
Blueprint 2,
Really?
Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
But that is just because
is Blueprint 2?
these albums mean shit to me.
every time I always talk about this song, a lot of people don't never remember the song.
Blueprint 2 is underrated.
You remember that song with oh fuck, for the money? Oh, you don't remember that shit with the gospel?
Dog.
I know y'all niggas ain't jealous, right?
Bro, this man
I know y'all. Oh my God, nigga, hope.
I don't
This
even
man
know.
had-
Oh my nigga.
This man had the East Coast. This man had Chicago. This man had the
He got
East Coast.
everything.
Yeah.
He had the South on one album.
This man
He
is
had
a part
Pharrell
of like.
beats. He had Kanye
He
beats.
started- he
He
started-
had Dr. Dre beats.
He
He had
single-handedly
Eminem beats.
started a rap Motown. He's a part of a rap Motown that would never happen again.
Yeah, that's true.
Rockefeller
That's
record
just-
shit will never
that
happen
album
again.
it just means a lot to my musicality nowadays. Like, I love Pharrell. I love all these people that were all together in this realm. And like, keep in mind that all of these albums I didn't get to listen to Blueprint or College Dropout or Graduation or any of these albums while I was here. I was already gone and I had to go
Bro,
do my
I tell you no
homework.
lie, when Kanye was dropping the Dropouts, it was like a whole different feeling in the U.S. I was in college at that time,
I can only imagine.
and we just couldn't wait to get the new Kanye, fam. We could not wait to get that, bro.
First album I bought in the U.S. and it's still in my car is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I'm sorry, I know you guys.
That album is perfect.
I'm going to talk my shit. To me, that new Kanye trash. How y'all feel about it?
I think
Damn.
that it sounded like he made it in a week.
I feel like
think
that nigga sound like he made it in a rehab. Back to you, Joaquin. His eyebrows.
No, I think it.
I love Kanye, but
I
that
think-
shit trash.
I think it was a good album, but it sounded like he made it
What
in a
song
week.
was good?
Yikes.
Hospital band, 100K, fuck a watch.
I like this shit with him and Jeremiah. That shit bang.
I think
That shit bang.
the one-
Everything else is like
the album with Cudi was a lot better than his album,
Bro,
and it's because
I mean,
it sounded
Cudi
like
shit-
he made it in a week.
I don't fuck with Cudi.
I'm gonna tell you though.
Yes.
It made you feel something. Whether it was this shit is trash. It made you feel something.
It made
more
me feel
than-
sad.
And but it
Everybody
made you
feel
feel.
a way about Ye, but
and
at
it made
least
me-
they feel something.
It made me. It made. I did feel sad because you can see I see my idol mentally crumbling with mental healthness, like, and like, you know that shit is.
It's real.
It's fucked up, and it's like, it's current.
Yeah.
Like, the album might not be the craziest, like, musical, like, there's no crazy bridges or nothing. These songs are 2-3 minutes. It's a short album. I'm like, but I think like if you can see how much he's like.
I look at Kanye like a legacy artist. At this point in his career, he's given me so much good music that I don't really expect everything that he does to be amazing. But
I
on
think-
top of that, the moment, everything that surrounded the album is classic in itself. Realize he was putting out an album a week.
And the thing is like, okay, so
That's Good Fridays.
my thing about it is like,
it was all trash.
we're talking about.
Thank you, Kanye, for fucking up Nas's fucking resume.
I don't want to talk about that.
Thank you for fucking destroying Kid Cudi's whole comeback.
Look,
Pusha T was good though.
Look,
Tiana Taylor got mad at you and made you re-release the album.
Her album is
of
really
the shit
dope.
that she
okay,
wanted.
so here's the thing. I'm not taking no Kanye slander, so we're stopping it. And I gotta say that.
But did y'all hear the
I gotta
verse?
say that. College dropout, late registration,
Classic.
graduation,
Classic.
808s and heartbreak,
Classic.
my beautiful artistic
Classic.
fantasy, Pablo.
Classic.
Now,
Hold on, name the
Yeah,
next one.
hold on.
Name the next one.
I'm not
Hold on,
gonna
what's
say
the next
it,
album
but-
after that?
But here's the thing.
Hold on, what's the
Here's
name of the next
Yeah.
album? Yeah?
Here's the thing.
Trash, nigga.
Okay.
Trash after that.
I respect you. I respect it because it's opinions.
Yes.
But look at the albums he's dropped and the bar he set for himself.
No, he's definitely, Kanye is definitely the most talented man. To go from making beats to nobody listening to
what I
him
wanna say-
to be a platinum artist. You feel
I'm
me?
gonna close the Kanye conversation by saying most influential of our generation.
I agree.
Not mine.
And my name is Joaquin.
Hold on, we're not done yet, Joaquin. You can't just leave the interview. Trying to
Okay,
sign
no
out
more
with,
Kanye, though.
with a big Kanye. You trying to get signed to Kanye,
Shout
huh?
out to Kanye.
I mean,
Shout out to Kanye. We love Kanye. It's nothing against him. It's just that the shit was trash.
yeah.
But did y'all hear the verse that Jay-Z did with Drake?
Amazing. And I would
Hold
like
on.
to say,
He said that off-white on them look like soft white. Who is he talking about?
I don't know.
We know.
I honestly.
Shout out Kanye.
Shout out Kanye.
it's a lot of shots, bro. He throwing a lot of shots.
And
Shout
that-
out Norman Bates. Shout out.
I would say watching Drake's album roll out is like watching wrestling and Game of Thrones.
I don't know, man. That shit put me to sleep.
Drake,
You don't
no,
like the album?
no, this is a great album.
Okay, so here's the thing.
There's a
I haven't
couple
listened.
tracks on it that's all right.
My thing about it is like, and you can tell me this is not true.
Yeah.
This Drake album sounds like a Drake album that was last Drake's album.
Bro, every Drake album sounds like the last Drake album except the one with Future.
And there's some. I'm gonna play some of the Scorpion tonight.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong,
No, there's no hating.
but it's like I don't want. I'm tired of it. Personally.
Who you ready to take? Who's next to take? There's nobody next. The only thing we got is Kendrick and J. Cole. Everything else, I mean, you like playing Sheck West. Shout out Sheck West. Shout out all the young
It's
boys.
energy. It's different energy.
Yo,
man.
it's definitely different energy. But nobody's giving us that resume of that hard work, that album full proof of hard work.
Drake is Bon Jovi.
I think the thing
Drake
is like,
is Bon Jovi.
I think it's still happening. I just think it's so saturated, and
We have to find this,
we
man.
consume music so fast. Like
Yeah.
I forgot what dropped 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Trash.
Yeah.
But I mean, niggas like you got like Little Pump and them. They drop good club shits, but nobody's giving us that body of work.
I'm giving it to you.
I think
Shout
the
out
reason-
PDP.
PDP good.
I'm coming with
PDP
music,
good.
bro.
Say the game.
My music is amazing.
Do you think that the album format is dying?
I don't think it's dying. I think it's changing. I think it's shifting.
Think
What do you
Streaming-
think it's shifting
just
to?
like,
Did
just
streaming
like,
change it?
yeah, streaming changed it. The internet changed
The
it.
Migos got like 24 songs on their album.
Social
right?
media
Yeah.
changed it. Social media changed it. Everything changed it, and it's gonna keep on shifting forever.
But what do you think is
And
going
you
to be?
either adapt and you stay behind and lose.
But what do you think is going to be like the dominant way that people put out music? Do you think that it's going to be where people are putting out playlists that are long that have hella songs on them? Or do you think that people are going to put out short projects like Kanye's doing?
I think I don't know if it's the next generation, but it's a generation that's about to come that's gonna say fuck the internet and it's gonna go back to vinyl and tapes. Listen to this quote. It's gonna go back to vinyl and tapes. It's gonna be like some like underground shit that nobody's doing yet, and they're gonna do it.
Because people want something physical.
Yes.
I think EP is the new album. That's what I'm gonna say. For the next
I
couple
agree
of
with
years,
that.
Yeah,
EP is
that's
the new album.
I agree with
You
that.
think Kanye's one of the masters of the EPs since he did 777?
No, I wouldn't. I think he's solidifying it and making it an album, making the EP an album. But the
I don't
EPs has been.
I don't
have been
think
hot.
it's him. I think that
I think they've been hot, and I think it's been happening.
I don't think it's him. I think it came from like SoundCloud and people.
Yeah, no,
like,
like that's what I'm saying.
If you look at like the way SoundCloud rappers put out projects, it's a really fast turnaround.
Singles, singles and EPs.
And not just singles and EPs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think Kanye created it or started it.
Short songs.
Oh, definitely not.
I don't think Kanye started that shit.
Like,
I think in the mainstream eye, he's solidifying that an EP is an album.
What about XXX Tentacion?
R.I.P.
He put out, R.I.P.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry that we even started without even saying that. R.I.P.X. man.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Rest in peace. I don't really like to delve in that subject. It's very delicate. But
it's what we was talking about, mental.
R.I.P.
But, it
all comes back to mental health, and it needs to be talked about. But he would put out
albums that had like 15, 20 songs, but they'd only be like 20 minutes long.
Joaquin want to go back and DJ so bad. He like, yo, my nigga, could y'all let me go?
Nah, I'm like looking around. I'm mostly stressing. I'm like,
got so many eyes. It's like so many people looking at you. It's so weird, right? It feels weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't even want to turn around.
How about that new J-Rock?
Oh, dog, I fuck with J-Rock.
Shout out J-Rock.
Shout out J-Rock.
That video that he put out with J. Cole?
I haven't even seen it.
I haven't looked at that.
Beautiful.
I haven't looked at that.
It's a great video. One of the greatest, well, not like off top like Hype Williams video, but a good video.
It ain't no Touch the Sky.
No.
But here's the thing. The internet consumes shit so fast that if you've noticed, major music videos don't have the budget that Touch the Sky has.
Nah.
That's not a thing anymore.
Do you
don't
think
need that
the
anymore.
internet killed the music video?
I don't think the internet killed the music video. I think the internet didn't kill a lot of things that people think. I don't think. So here's the thing.
I disagree. Hold on. I think the internet killed the rap game, but also reincarnated the rap game.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I think there's
it's like the gift and the curse.
I think there's this misconception
specifically
of
the music video, though. You know?
Yeah.
Like ever since you have things like YouTube.
I think there's this big misconception of, oh, the internet fucked up
Bring
this.
back
The
MTV.
internet killed this. It's just, think about it. Technology advances exponentially. So things are moving so quick. Changes are happening like this. I don't think that things like that die. They just completely change really fast.
So check me out on this. Follow me. If you have, when was the last time that you sat down and watched a music video on your computer?
Every day.
Every day. Or do you?
On my butt, here's the thing.
Or on the
phone. Or do you put the video on and keep doing other things?
I don't. But here's what changed. Here's the major thing that
changed. I do both.
Is I watch it on my phone.
Okay.
So,
also,
by default, look, most video plays come from phones. So by default, you don't need a big budget. You don't need a big camera to shoot a video. So
also,
that's where the change is different. And it got to be quick, and people forget about it. Do I forget about music videos? Yes, I do. But is there a new music video I'm watching every day? Yes, there is.
But also, sue me, because I get most of my music off of music videos. So if you got to have music, and it's on the video, I'm trapping it, and I'm motherfucking burning it.
Yeah. Like you got.
I'm sorry, guys.
You got Cole Bennett is breaking artists.
Yeah.
Cole Bennett is breaking artists off music videos.
Yeah, definitely.
We can name all these SoundCloud artists, and they all have a Cole Bennett music video.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like the gift and the curse. You can name a whole bunch of musicians that blew up without having to go through an A&R, without having to go on shelf.
And it's beautiful.
So
it
it's beautiful. But at the same time, it's ugly too.
It is. But because I'm like, here I am spending 8 months on one release.
Yeah.
And like,
and
this
somebody
shit is gonna get overshadowed because there's
so much.
I'm coming in like this, and everybody's just like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the way that I think about music videos.
Shout out Newport.
Where it used to be, you'd have like the Missy Elliott's or the Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
They'll put a lot into a music video.
Yeah.
Now, I kind of will play a video and just put my phone in my pocket, have my headphones in, and I'm only listening to the song.
Hey, but you still helping them though.
Yes, I'm playing it, but I'm not actually watching the video.
So with that being said, does Platinum Records really count?
Yeah. I think so.
I mean, they count. They never counted for talent, not even 20 years ago.
No, facts. Milli Vanilli went platinum.
Here's one thing that bothers me about, I don't like to talk about people's age. Like, I look 19, I'm 25.
Yeah.
Like, But,
age don't matter in
I don't
rap
fuck
no
with
more.
old-minded motherfuckers.
What you mean by that?
It's motherfuckers that tell me, oh, everybody on the radio is trash. Yeah, they trash, bro. We have Vanilla Ice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro,
Motherfuckers
Fat
been
Boys.
trash.
There was
Fat Boys
always
in the
trash
80s.
Been had
music.
trash
Yeah.
in the
I
radio,
hate
bro.
them niggas that listen to the 80s rap and be like, shit done changed. Nigga, y'all sounded like karate back in the
Bro, come on, bro.
Like my nigga.
Come on, bro.
Like,
Don't
come on,
be
my
bitter.
nigga.
Baby Bubba.
So like, it's always been trash. I think nowadays, if I could put it at the perfect statement, it's like club music became like the mainstream music.
I think it always has been.
No, like how the Yang Yang Twins, the Yang Yang Twins was just club shit. Now the Yang Yang Twins today will be like a hot album.
I got you.
All right, so my man Joaquin gotta go.
I got a DJ. They
This is
calling me.
Fly Horse Radio,
Shut up.
the worst fucking radio station in the world.
This shit is terrible.
Burst.
Yes, it's mad loud.
Fuck with y'all, man.
Yeah, definitely. So follow. Where can they follow you at again?
JOAQU.N. Joaquin.
And what do y'all
On
coming
Twitter
out?
and Facebook.
Everything.
I mean, on
No Facebook.
Twitter and fucking
Facebook only
IG.
for
You have
the
a project with
Facebook is
PDP,
there.
right? Coming out.
Yeah, I got the EP with PDP.
Also, PDP is going to be playing at Fly Horses barbecue pretty soon. So keep your ear out for that.
Yeah.
And spread love, not war.
Yeah.
Don't kiss her in the mouth if she don't love you. You heard?
Oh, God.
Sound advice.
We out. Peace.
Yep.
Good to meet you, bro. Very dope to talk to you.
Thank you.